That's what a Viscus looks like if we give him infinite range. Is infinite range enough to give 6 Initiates a shot at defeating 6 Eternuses? Let's find out. Eternus Initiate, but we gave the Initiates infinite range. As you can see by this massive Paradox Bomb that has engulfed the lane, we are gonna have to see how these Eternuses are gonna adapt in this particular scenario. We do have Lycan here with us. Hello, Lycan. What are we thinking about this one?
I'm thinking this is going to be a very interesting game. They've already chosen a lot of characters on the Initiate side that definitely have abilities that are very big and would love to have a range that covers almost the entire map, or at least a few lanes.
I'm going to show you the draft right here on the screen. So we see that a couple of the usual culprits, Dynamo especially, got immediately banned because can you imagine a Dynamo that is the size of half the map? That would be a bit annoying for the Eternuses to say the least. But yeah, some of these heroes though are insanely OP. We're going to look at all of them quickly. The first one we're going to talk about is Rem because we're looking at him right now. That pillow with infinite range must be insane for wave clear, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, the ultimate as well, just sleeping everyone vaguely in front of you. Another really strong one is apparently Rem's minions. When the minions are attached to lane minions, they increase their attack range. So he's going to turn his lane minions into snipers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually insane. Yeah, so many unexpected interactions here. When we saw the Paradox, the Paradox Bomb is half the size of a lane and causing a little bit of lag too. Well, she's added. Can we start looking at the other heroes? How about that Goober? We already saw a little bit of what he could do, right?
Oh, you should wait until he uses it. That punch is already absolutely ginormous.
Yes, I mean, it's like it's gonna be so difficult to like even interact with this goo. I mean, look at this. He just put a slap.
The entire lane is now green.
It's insane. It legitimately is insane. But Paige is actually one of the characters I'm most excited about. So you see, Paige's dragon doesn't have a timer. Paige's dragon has a range. So essentially, the moment that she launches her dragon, and I'm hoping that she will very, very quickly, it basically starts and almost never stops. Goes on for like at least 15, 20 seconds. Look at this. And it's like the radius of the whole map. And we do already see the first kill does go to the Initiates instead of the Eternuses. Oh my god, there's like blindness because of the effect of the dragon. It's actually insane. But yeah, I mean like, so far insane stuff. Let's look at our last two heroes, the Doorman and the Celeste. So the Celeste has, of course, one of the most famous damage amps in the game. Her Dazzling Light, I think it's called? Whatever.
Radiant Daggers. Her Radiant Daggers.
Radiant Daggers, yes. Okay. Radiant Daggers means that she gets a damage amp on everyone who's caught on the Radiant Daggers. And the problem is that this is an unavoidable Radiant Daggers. It's just so long. And a silence that can also have like a 100-meter range once the shield is destroyed. And those Light Eaters that are just gonna get so much spirit damage. It's gonna be insane. But why don't you talk a little bit about the Doorman, Lycan?
I mean, what's there to say about Doorman other than he's going to have a door probably in spawn most of the game, and then bells are just going to cover... It's a good thing that there's not that many gun characters on the Eternus' side other than maybe Viper, who already doesn't really care about accuracy because they're not going to be able to shoot straight at all and escape the bell.
Yeah, I mean, that bell with a radius of 1 billion miles, it's gonna be so tough. But, I mean, let's talk a little bit about what the Eternuses have picked, because a lot of their picks, in my opinion at least, are picks that were made to deny the Initiates a good hero rather than because they're the best hero for the situation. Bebop probably is like the biggest example of that. So, Bebop Bomb doesn't need to be near you to attach if you have infinite range, and because of that the Initiates would love to have a Bebop, but sadly the Eternuses picked them beforehand. Ivy, same thing there. Infinite Kudzu, incredibly fucking strong. Infinite Stud, incredibly fucking strong. But why don't you tell me what happens when you press a 7 ult with a range of 1 billion miles, like
if you go to mid lane and you go high enough, you pretty much cover the entire map that isn't actually inside.
Yeah. I mean, these, it looks so funny, the graphical effects. But yeah, regardless of this massive disadvantage, it seems like the big winners right now are the Eternuses. They are 5k ahead already. But I mean, the game is gonna, of course, change a fair bit once the actual abilities for everyone are unlocked. Right now, not everyone has ults. And boy, oh boy, are some of these ults insane. Like, do you think the Eternuses are much better in the late game, or do you think they're much better right now?
I think they're much better in the late game once they can get, you know, mostly resistance scalings. Because if you really look at the comp that the initiates have, it's spirit character. There's not really, gun really doesn't scale with range. So I mean, right now they all have, almost everyone has extra regen, just general green items, Enchanter's Emblem, just to try to survive and live.
Yeah, I mean, like, that makes perfect sense. Those resiliences late game are going to be so important. But what I think is actually going to be incredibly important is the fact that in order to win the game, you have to be on the shrines and on pit. And that's going to be really, really, really difficult. Because, I mean, the Eternuses are, of course... the initiates are going to have that infinite range, but the whole point of infinite range is so you can do damage from a massive distance. What happens if you actually have to be in the game? I don't know. We're going to have to see. This shade, though, this fog of war is actually really interesting and a little bit detrimental, if anything, for these Eternuses. But, yeah, I mean... Big picks happening all over. We did have to do some kills in the beginning, but yeah, 5-1 kills so far. Very well done. And, we do see, we do see Viscous.
Very large goo ball.
Goo ball the size of Pluto. You know, dwarf planet, but planet nevertheless. And what kind of items do you think we're going to see to supplement what the initiates already have, Lycan?
I mean, they're going to get a lot of improved spirit. I mean, there's already a lot of extra spirit, improved spirit, and then cooldown. I mean, yeah, like, Paradox has already maxed her bomb. That is the only thing she's put any points into. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Paradox Bomb must be the most OP ability out of the whole roster. I mean, especially if you max it, you get, like, cooldown, you get duration, and so you're just able to, like, team wipe the entire enemy team. But yeah, as these abilities are starting to come online, it seems like the Initiates are making a little bit of headway, and they've grabbed the lead for the first time in this game. It's going to be really interesting to see how these Eternuses are going to approach this. My intuition is force 6v1s wherever possible, because it doesn't matter that 6 people get hit by a splatter or 6 people get hit by a viscous punch, as long as you get that kill. If you're at half health and the person is dead, well, you won the combat, right? You can just go back to base to heal.
One other thing I've very quickly noticed is that Celeste has bought Torment Pulse, which has a Torment Pulse radius of 99. She doesn't really have to aim. She just kind of has to exist, which, I mean, I imagine for someone that's a lower-ranked Initiate player would really love to just exist near the enemy and deal damage. Honestly, surprised we didn't see a Victor pick because of that.
Near the enemy.
Vaguely near. Like, yeah, vaguely near. Within the zip code of them.
The Mo is going in for that urn. And I mean, like, that's going to be incredibly valuable if the Eternuses can get it. Getting a little bit of soul advantage, going all the way to the late game, getting that resilience is going to be so key. Big Viper catched out of position here, but the card is just infinite rage. And okay, it seems like the Eternuses have been killed in this particular spot. But yeah, urn has to be grabbed. And I think that Viscous is going to grab it right now. I mean, like, how do you evaluate the Initiate's chances in grabbing this urn?
I don't know. I mean, they've got a lot of power. Honestly, I wouldn't give it to Viscous. I would give it to somebody else, then just have Viscous roll around near the drop-off.
So, is the reason the Paradox is at 16,000 souls because she can instantly farm, like, every camp in the map with her,
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a lot of camps left at a certain stage of the game, because abilities are just way too big, and they're just going to eat it all up.
Right now, the game is pretty equal, 63 to 66k, but we're going to have to see what the Initiates are going to do to try and materialize their advantage. They have caught this Krill out of position in the Baroness. Is there going to be enough damage rating for him? Okay, Carbine has been activated, and that is another death. The Eternuses are dying in droves, 13-3 right now, the score. Very, very, very well done by the Initiates. That Rem ult is going to be so destructive if you even attempt to do a mid. Just look at the vague general direction of mid. You don't even have to be in mid. I think the radius is such that you can grab it like from your side of the lake because it goes through walls, right? I don't know how many walls it goes.
264 meters that goes through walls.
Yeah, it's just like insane. So many picks. The Paradox is proving to be the king of this format. Well, the queen rather. But yeah, the big problem is how are you going to catch these objectives? You need to be close to the objectives to catch them. Ah, yes, the Viscosalt. Just a normal, plain, vanilla Viscosalt. I don't know how this Viper's still alive. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the singular splatter that just somehow gets her. Oh no, he gets grabbed by the Mo though. Mo saves the Viper maybe?
No, the splatter kills her without line of sight.
Splatter killed her.
Yeah, again, we managed to reinvent Splatoon for a second time. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, like, right now, the big problem that the Eternuses are facing is that, okay, sure, I agree with you. A lot of survival, getting E-shift, getting whatever you need, gonna be really important. But you're gonna need some damage at some point. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be able to get a single pick. And I mean, like, I don't know what kind of plan they have to do that. Because I do agree that getting resilience and such is gonna be so freaking important. But yeah. Ooh, big Bebop hook comes in here. And I mean, Paige is going to be able to do so much damage because, of course, this Bebop is being damaged by this dragon. But is there going to be enough time for this Paige to escape with 60 health? No, not at all. Paige is going to go down. And I mean, that's going to be the big way back into the game for the Eternus. So just try and get these picks. And the biggest character that they can pick is, of course, this Paradox.
I was about to say, I think the Eternuses would be crazy if they weren't already trying to get a Curse or Silence Wave or some way to just get that Paradox down. I mean, taking Mo is their first choice, which makes a lot of sense. You don't want the Initiates to have a Mo that's just going to grab you from the other lane, but it also lets them lock down who they need to.
Yeah, I mean, like, big coup comes
see what I mean? This is what I mean about Viscous not being the one to deliver Urn, but just to exist there.
Yeah, you just press 4 and then Urn gets delivered for you. Anyhow, yeah, Urn will go. Oh no! Massive Mo, and I mean a big swap there to the cube.
Oh, the Mo gets it.
The Mo gets it. Very well done.
Get the Urn.
Yeah, I mean the Eternus is proving that they are Eternuses, right? Being able to sneak something like that in this scenario, insane. Very well done by Falcon there.
7 just bought it.
7 just bought E-shift? Okay, that's very important. I mean, oh my god, this Paradox is completely unescapable. You do need those E-shifts in order to exist in the same zip code as her. And, however, the Initiates have managed to get 2 Walkers. But, like, again, the soul difference is so tight, despite the fact that the Eternuses have been struggling so much this game. 22-7. It's insane. We do see escalating exposure. We do see Boundless Spirit, and now Echo Shard has been bought by this Paradox. Like, what are we seeing here?
I mean, Echo Shard makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised to see her get it after something like Boundless Spirit, or even before, like, yeah, it's such a good one. She's gonna cover so much area. She's gonna have so much amp. She also went for Torment Pulse, just like Celeste, because she also has the built-in amp, so that's gonna be doing so much tick damage to the 2 closest enemies.
And I love this Scourge choice by Celeste as well. I mean, Scourge having such a huge range is going to be so important. And we do see one of the core abilities of the Dormant, the Baroness, is being used to perfection here. Because normally one of the big problems you have with the Baroness is you have to be quite close to your enemy in order to get it. It doesn't matter in this game mode. You can get it from like a mile away. And that's going to be so important with picks. Because once you get out of the Baroness and you see 5 people looking at you, greedily trying to kill you, oh, you know you're fucked then. Anyhow, that's a very big pick here, and I mean, is mid in the cards for these Initiates? Like, what are we waiting for exactly?
I don't know. I mean, they kind of did just use a lot of their big ults that they would use to try to secure it, like Viscous or Rem, so... I mean, Paradox herself is just a big deterrent, though, so she might still be pretty strong for mid.
Yeah, I mean, like, if she puts a bomb and an Echo...
Oh,
like,
Shell. Honestly, if I'm the Paradox, I'm definitely just doing this as well. Just sitting on one of the like buff towers and just lobbing bombs to support teammates from afar. I just get transcendent. Just get transcendent, escalating at this point. You win and just sit there. Oh, she's
artillery support. Yeah, I mean this is insane. Is this how people describe Paradox when they play against her?
No, this is how Paradox players want her to be.
Yeah. Hey, she throws her 2 Echo Shards and boom goes the 7.
Explosion.
Boom goes the 7. I mean, this Paradox is taking the whole lobby by storm.
She has died twice, and in this life alone, she has done 28,000 damage with bomb.
28,000 is insane.
And 6,000 of that is amped.
This Viper, on the other hand, is almost getting that big walker there. But of course, she gets stuck in the Baroness, and I don't think she's going to be able to get out. She fails the puzzle. E-shift activated, and that's a very, very smart E-shift. I think you just give up your life and try to get that. You're not going to be able to escape. Very well done. And with the walker in lane number 1 done, I mean, I don't know. I think the flex slots are going to come in for these Eternus players to get even more green items that they desperately need in order to survive. On the other hand, big fight happening on lane number 3 here. I mean, the Paradox is coming in, and once she throws 2 grenades, it's going to be all over.
Oh, there goes the grenades in the face. Luckily, the shrines aren't going to take any damage yet because she needs to be, you know, next to them, which is a good advantage for the Eternuses to have.
I don't know what the Eternuses can even do in this position. Presumably something involving getting people into base, eliminating the Paradox, silencing her most likely.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen like a silence. I mean, we've seen 2 divine barriers, which make a lot of sense. Get rid of those, get rid of any debuffs applied to you. Unfortunately, the amps from Paradox and Celeste are not debuffs, they're buffs, so that's maybe not going to help as much, but... Oh, that's 2. Oh, no, not 2, just barely doesn't kill me.
Oh, only 1 kill from just vaguely
Only
throwing
1.
a bomb. Anyhow, they're going to be able to secure here, and I think that's going to be really, really tough. I think the Initiates are even allowed to stay here. They don't even have to go for something mid. Although that would be a very interesting thing to see. But yeah, Archmother is going to go down. Big Doorman ult is going to be able to block that Viper from coming in. Paradox just comes in and out, in and out. I don't know what she's doing. Just like buying 1 more item. I don't think it even matters. Okay, let's see the final bomb throw of the game, guys.
Oh, and 7 just gets shut up by the long-range Baroness.
Yep.
Although she still has to get in the pit. Not in the pit yet. But now once she gets in it, I don't think they can contest it anyway, because like even Celeste could throw her ult in there and deal so much damage.
Huh? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Initiates have it. Infinite range goes to them. 6 heroes with infinite range is not enough, so we are giving 12 Eternus players a chance to go 6v6 and showcase how OP some other heroes are with infinite range. Okay, folks, we're gonna do 12 Eternus now with infinite range. We're gonna see how the techniques are gonna differ. We're not gonna have Paradox and everyone in there because, you know, you already saw the infinite range here. You're gonna see all the other cool stuff. And I want to really start talking about these guys. Sinclair's Bolt, for example, has like insane range. So not even like click. Like, for example, it just like auto tracks you. No, it will just hit you from 50 meters away. So that's going to be really fucking fantastic. And we just see Victor on the other side. I mean, Victor is very obvious what you would do. Victor, you would just have Aura of Suffering, and an infinite Aura of Suffering will be really good, especially if you can lifesteal off of everyone, right? So that's going to be really, really interesting. Like, why don't you tell us a little bit about the other side, the Graves and the Warden?
I think Graves, the idea is that her wall is going to be absolutely ginormous. And is just going to basically split the entire lane. And then her zombies have a very large explosion radius, 72 meter radius explosion on the zombies. So, yeah, you really can't just push up her lane.
Yeah.
But Warden Cage, as we see here, is nearly unescapable. It has a escape range of 220 meters. You're not getting away from the range.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're just going to be silenced permanently, and you're going to be caught in position where it's going to be insane. But, I mean, look at the power of that Aura of Suffering. Maybe I underestimated the power of Aura of Suffering. Well, I underestimated the power of Aura of Suffering to cause lag. Anyhow, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how both of these teams are going to approach this. They're definitely going to need some sort of stuff like, some sort of thing like Mystic Region to make this worthwhile. And let's go on lane number 2 and see what they have in store for us. Ah, yes, Bebop. So, now, one of the big problems that you have as a Bebop main, I've been told, is that you want to grab hooks in order to put bombs on people, right? What happens if...
Yeah, that remote Bluetooth send a bomb to the enemy. That also works very well.
I know, right? It's actually insane. Yeah, it's the hook, the punches, and the hook is like whatever, right? The bomb that you can plant from like 50 miles away at any given point, insane. And the beam also is gonna matter so much once he gets that rolling. But yeah, Bebop already the soul lead. Already based on his massive bombs. And Geist, of course, Geist makes sense. But I want to note about the Geist that she gets infinite range swap. So she can just like swap the health with whomever as long as she has line of sight. So that's going to be very, very interesting. On the other side, we do have Ivy and McGinnis. And I mean, Ivy makes sense. Kudzu, stone form with a 1 billion mile radius. But McGinnis, so her wall is completely and utterly broken. So it doesn't really work like at all. The range, the way that the wall works is that it has like a 3-second or 4-second duration, and if the radius of the wall is 200 meters, yeah, exactly, it's like a fucking pulse, right? It's insane. The turrets have infinite range, but it doesn't matter because the turrets' bullets are too slow for them to actually do anything. So the only thing that you're left with is the ult, and boy, oh boy, is that ult good. McGinnis's ult's biggest problem, in my opinion, is that it's kind of hard to aim. One of the hardest ults in the game to aim, without a shadow of a doubt. But imagine if you have like infinite range on her. But yeah, let's switch to this Kelvin. Kelvin, of course, with his grenades that heal half a lane, ice beam that hits you like behind a walker, and of course a dome that is the entire battlefield. That's gonna be fantastic. But why don't you tell me a little bit about who else is on this lane? There's a whole bunch of people here. We do have a Pocket here. Tell us a little bit about that one, Lakin.
I mean, Pocket's just, it's Pocket. It's the alt merchant character who just wants to press 4 in the entire enemy team, and now he doesn't even really need to be vaguely close to the team fight to get the affliction off.
Yeah, they are a good character to have infinite range on, without a shadow of a doubt. And we just see this Mo here. We need to really talk a little bit about how Mo is going to approach this game. So we already see the Torment Pulse. The Torment Pulse has infinite range, which is going to be so good. That means that Mo suddenly becomes long-range artillery. But the big reason you want Mo is for that Scorn. Once you get max Scorn, Scorn is the only effect in the entire game of Deadlock that has infinite damage capability for you. Everything else, like, you know, your effect exhausts at some point, right? But with the most Scorn, you can like stack 15%, 15%, 50%, 50% over and over and over again. And if you do that, because, you know, your range is massive, so it doesn't matter. I mean, look at how much this Mo is healing. You're suddenly going to be able to like kill everyone in the game. And I think that's just insane. And last but not least, we do have that Venator. Venator is really special to my heart because Venator's traps work in a fantastic way. So he can just throw a trap on the ground. Well, he's not throwing a trap on the ground now. We'll see it. But yeah, basically the traps will activate on a massive radius. So you can just like vaguely throw a trap on the ground. It will grab
and
it. Yeah, there it
yep.
is. And the shotgun, of course, has infinite range. But it doesn't matter, because the Mo is just too fucking strong. But yeah, Eternus versus Eternus, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how this one goes. But yeah, I mean, this Bebop is proving to be so strong, just planting bombs wherever he goes. And this Pocket is also now fully activated. But the king of the lobby is that Mo, can we talk a little bit about this?
I mean, you can't hide. McGinnis was hiding behind her walker, and he said, no, come here. Although, we'll see if he can survive the Warden Cage that locks him down. I mean, Warden Cage is going to be scary as well. I mean, it's going to silence you, have a very low cooldown, 10-second-ish cooldown. And he actually might be the best person to shut down someone like Mo.
Yeah. I mean, like, especially once he gets that silence at max level, it's going to be so important in making sure that that Mo is dead. But yeah, I mean, like, we're going to have to see some interesting items here. I think Heroic Aura is another item that I'm hoping to see. Being able to get that big minion buff to, like, minions 3 lanes away is going to be so important. And just giving everyone in your team a 15% bullet resist, oh, that's going to matter. But yeah, this Pocket is just going behind enemy lines. The Mo has finished his lane already. The king of the lobby so far. We're going to have to see how the other characters activate. And of course, the big problem is that a lot of these people are dependent on getting their max abilities on one of their abilities. Oh, the Mo is finally down. Finally. So yeah,
so it
for
took
example,
him getting stunned off lane to be able to get killed.
yeah, for example, Mo, the McGinnis is actually one character that I really want to look at. Because once McGinnis gets max ult, it's going to be so tough to get. But she's going for 2 points on turrets instead. Can you explain this to me, Lycan?
I don't know, maybe she just wants the charges on turrets just to toss them and hopefully kind of AFK push lane, kind of like Graves would. I'm surprised she's not putting more points in just her Medicinal Spectre, because you kind of just throw that down between 2 lanes and kind of just heal everyone.
Yeah, I mean, Medicinal Spectre, the problem is it's not like the old Medicinal Spectre, which lasts like 50 days. It's the new one, which lasts like 8 seconds. This is also like a huge problem. Like, yeah, sure, I love this infinite turret strategy. You're probably not going to be able to hit heroes. You're going to be able to easily hit minions, though, and be able to, like, you know, clear a wave. The problem is, of course, that you don't need to just hit minions, you need to actually hit the other heroes. And if those things last 15 seconds, you're gonna have to replace them regardless. So yeah, Big Stone Form comes in, it's gonna be able to make sure this Warden escapes, but one scorn away, and there comes a Sinclair Bolt actually to wrap it up. But yeah, now we see the power of this McGinnis, being able to just press ult to the vague general direction of someone with a little bit of Mystic Slow. This is gonna be such a drag to beat.
Yeah, I mean, she comes in, but now the Victor's here, just kind of existing near her. He might just kind of kill this entire turret strat.
Yeah, McGinnis turrets might not have been the approach here. I thought it was going to be old build. We're going to have to see what this McGinnis is going to look like in the long run. We do see this Victor comes in, throws a trap. The shotgun might be enough to get her out of the McGinnis, but yeah, no, I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, look at the radius of that shotgun. Did you see that, Lycan?
Yeah, Victor got stunned, I think, on the skybox, basically. The stun range of the gunshot's range is 110. The wall stun range is 77. So unless you hit some jank geometry, he's getting the stun.
Earn has been picked up, and I think Earn is going to be very interesting to play around. I mean, we already started a little bit on the Initiate game. It was just chaos on that around that Earn. And I don't know how it's going to work with a lot of Eternuses, especially with a lot of people around the bow.
You can see her slowly going close to the Earn drop off with waves and waves of AoE abilities going off. It's just so scary and menacing. She's hit by something.
Dying. I think it was a Torment Pulse. It has to have been a Torment Pulse, right?
Torment Pulse, or I think just Mo.
Yeah, and the Kelvin grenade that heals half the lane. I mean, it's the sort of game where you desperately need some sort of spirit resilience in order to be able to function and exist. And probably debuff remover too. But yeah, I mean, big fight happening on this Walker. We do see the McGinnis is positioned here. The big priority is just getting this Moab. But like, how can you when his presses the 1 button and heals almost all of the damage you put on him, right? Like, he doesn't even need any sort of, like, Spirit Life Seal. He just presses 1. God. But, yeah, so much damage.
Yeah, so much damage. And the fact that it's just barely respecting LOS is, like... He doesn't even have to attempt to chase you. He just has to be vaguely near you. But we see the Delvin Dome actually go out to save the Walker from a mile away.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's insane. It's proving to be such a tough team for Team Sapphire now. But yeah, with a big Walker dying here, Mo and Krill just keeps pressing his 1, and I think that's going to be a heck of a dead Walker, and I think Team Amber is going to have enough space to deposit that advantage turn. But yeah, going after the Venator here, the Venator just very boldly decides, you know what, I'm going to go. And I don't think you're allowed to do that against this guy. He has a 23k. Mo and Krill ult comes with a massive distance. You just are able to Mo and Krill from like 50 miles away. And I mean, oh, he might actually finally die!
Yeah, that silence was, as I thought, was going to be the one thing that can actually stop the Mo, because he's going to be silenced for the entire escape duration, which is 2.8 seconds, and then he gets immobilized.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how this mid goes here. I think it's going to be a pretty safe mid for Team Amber. They do have a massive solo advantage. A lot of ults are missing from Team Sapphire, but the mid cry has been heard, and we do see Team Sapphire positioning themselves on the map. What do they have? They do have that Ivy with a big stone form. They do have that Kelvin, but they have an already dead Warden. What are we going to do here, Lycan?
I don't know. Kelvin's close enough to stop it with the dome once it falls down, and then Mo is also just
bowing everyone
out there trying to protect, but I don't think they're gonna end up getting it.
What is going on? Everyone's dying. Is this the power of the Ivy Kudzu just being able to secure everything here? Kelvin comes in with though, but he presses his dome. It is not gonna matter. That's a lot of damage on both sides. The Mo is the last man standing. Well, of course, the Mo and the guys. But I mean, like, what is gonna happen here? The Ivy Stone Form not gonna be enough. And those two are going to have enough damage to wrap everything up.
Oh, Warden ult. I hear Warden ult coming in.
Warden ult? I mean, is there going to be enough
cage.
Damage? He does have that cage, but it won't matter. He doesn't have DPS. He's like half the souls of this Mo and Krill. It doesn't matter that you can cage someone. Yeah. He might be able to kill a Sinclair, though. Yep, Sinclair dies.
Sinclair dies to the...
He dies to the mid-boss, yeah.
Mid-boss.
I mean, we're going to have to see here. That doesn't matter, like, at all. Very equal souls if you ignore the existence of the bow. But yeah, the Mo is just the problem, and I'm curious to see how Team Sapphire is going to be able to solve this one. Big assault happening on the base right now. Those Guardians are just disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, just I mean, this is just a better place for the Amber team to fight, though. I mean, if they can even survive, considering that it's a much more enclosed space, and hopefully a lot of their ults and such can be really strong. Although they're all dead, and Mo just kind of sits in the middle. I think he's just waiting. I think he might be waiting for them to get on the lines and just to hit him off with his scorn.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like so difficult to be able to do anything. This Mo will just press 1 every couple seconds, and those scorn stacks are insane. Yeah, I think Big Kelvin Dome has been activated though, and this Mo has been immobilized, but he immediately heals all damage to him every... Like, you need the silences. You need the silences to be able to do anything against this guy. But, yeah, I mean, how many stacks are... Can we check how many stacks, for example, are on the Graves right now?
Graves has 3 stacks.
Okay, 3 stacks. Mo just
8.
grabs...
Kelvin
like,
has 8.
Mo just grabs the beginners.
And he is also maxed on escalating exposure, and now he has 9 scorn stacks.
Mo just grabs from a mile away that McGinnis, and it's just insane.
To be honest, what they need right now is nullification burst from Street Brawl.
I know, that's like the only thing that would save them. But yeah, or like a Mystic Piano. Mystic Piano with Transcendent cooldown and superior duration, enhanced superior duration too.
Oh,
yeah.
And then Sinclair Bolt.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're not even seeing them die. It's just like impossible to catch them die.
Warden's going out though, trying to be a hero. He's got his ult activated. Although he's getting a lot of healing, but a lot of damage is coming into him. But I don't think he has nearly enough duration to survive.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think the Archmother is gonna go down, and I do not see how a comeback is even possible at this point. Team
I mean,
Sapphire
they can stall
is...
with Kelvin at least.
Yeah, but like stalling is not winning. This Mo is just too dangerous. He might even go by here. Oh no, they're gonna go by. I don't know why they're so afraid. What else did he buy again? Can we see it?
He bought Witchmail.
Oh, Witchmail and
Mystic
Mystic
Reverb.
Reverb. Just in case he needed more survivability, you know? 5,600 health. That's insane. But yeah, I think that's going to be a big wrap-up here. I don't know how anyone in Team Sapphire is going to be able to counter here. Big curse maybe from the patron. That could be it. But yeah, he's just going to...
Nope, 2,000 heal.
nullify.
Plus the 1,400.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like... It was an interesting experiment. I did not expect Mo to be like so dominant, but he.
I mean, it's just the fact that his scorn does not respect line of sight. If it respected line of sight, he would be like Victor, strong but not this.
Yeah. Well, thank God Scorn was buffed. I don't know why they buffed Mo early game. As a player who does occasionally play Mo, I don't really get that one. But yeah, I mean, like his Burrow does actually a lot of damage at a distance. I just noticed that one. That's another ability that really profits off of that ability range. But yeah, I don't know why he's not finishing it. He's just trying to get stacks? What is he doing here? He needs to wrap up this game.
I think he just wants to stand there.
Press 1? Oh my god.
Truly a large... Honestly, at this point, he might just be seeing how much he can just heal in one scorn. Oh, maybe? Oh, there. Nope.
Yeah, just a meager 3,000 heal for one scorn.
Oh.
Grabs a nice combo, as if he needs it. Okay, press 1. Boom. Okay, that's a dead man. Okay, come on, like the minions...
Oh. Yeah,
he crashed the game!
He crashed the game.
So nobody won. If you like the infinite range video, you should check out our infinite duration and no cooldown videos. Furthermore, comment below your favorite fable or story about biblical levels of greed so this mole man can feel better about drawing that game. Anyhow, like and subscribe. Thank you so much to our Patreons and have a good day, folks.